Welcome. This is Ken K. Hall, and I'm going to take you through creating a class notebook using Office 365's OneNote file. Now I'm going to take you through this as if you were one of my students. When my students open up the internet, they have a district homepage and then a resources tab, which gives them access to a lot of their various tools that they use on a regular basis. If you're using this at home, you'll obviously have to log on to Office 365 on your own account. The first thing I'd like you to do is open up the internet using Internet Explorer or Chrome. If you're on one of the district computers, you'll see the district web page there, and at the top you'll have your resources tab. Click on the resources tab, and you may need to use the scroll bar on the right to find Office 365. Click on Office 365, and when your files open up, you're going to go to New, choose OneNote Notebook, and let's give this notebook a name. Let's call this School, because this will be the main use for it, 2018 through 2019. Now that your notebook's created, you'll see that you have tabs on the left here for different sections. Right now you have one section that's just called Untitled Section, and then within this section you have an area where you can have pages. This one just says Untitled Pages, but at the bottom we can add additional pages. We can also add additional sections. Let's start by renaming our first section here. What you're going to do is you're going to right click on the section, click rename, and let's say that this one is for science class. Just hit OK, and you'll see that the section has changed. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new section. So at the bottom here, click the plus section sign, and let's say that this one is for social studies class. And you can continue to add as many sections as you need for your various courses. The Digital Science Notebook has a lot of advantages. One is that it's very easy to edit. You don't have to worry about going back and cramming in work into your science notebook because you may have missed something or made a mistake. You also have easy access to this. You'll no longer have to worry about leaving your notebooks at school. You have features where you can share your science notebook with others. And one of the features that I really like is that you can add videos to this notebook, images, recordings, and a lot of other features which we'll go over in some future tutorials. The first thing I'd like you to do, though, is let's click on Science to open up the Science Notebook. And we notice that we have a page in here. It just says Untitled Page. For science, we have several lessons that we're going to be covering this year. So what we can do is we can just rename the page, and to rename the page, all you need to do is type where the cursor is highlighted here, and let's just say that this is lesson number one, studying soil. And you'll notice that it changes it over on the title section as well. You can just click on the plus sign at the bottom and add a new page here. Maybe we want a vocabulary page, and you can add that to your science notebook. But you have limitless number of pages that you can add to your science notebook. If you need to, you can always click on one of the pages and you can move it to, another part of the section. So if you'd rather have your vocabulary at the top, you can easily slide it up there. If you'd like it at the bottom, you can easily slide it down there. I hope you've enjoyed this initial tutorial. We will expand upon this with future tutorials on how to use the different functions within the Science Notebook.